Tiger and Dragon is a childhood friend's love triangle that just felt so nostalgic to read, but I have only read this first volume, so please do not spoil the ending for me.
Usa's best friend lived next to her when she was 5, and they did everything together until he had to move away. But they promised to see each other again because they believe they're destined for each other. 10 years later, she hasn't heard from him, and she's still waiting faithfully. She hasn't really even looked at other boys. She does hang out with her childhood friend, who helps make sure she's surviving by cooking her breakfast, but he's just Tatsuomi. But then there's a rumor. Tora's apartment has been sold, and everyone's saying that he had a baby with some woman and is never coming back. She's done waiting. So she decides that she's gonna start dating. And that's when Tatsuomi says, why not him as an option? And she agrees to go on a date with him to try to figure out how she feels, because she doesn't really even know. And things go well. But then, of course, Kagetora appears, very much not a father, and he's been waiting for her all of this time too. So now she has to figure out her life. Both male leads here are very compelling options. There's Tatsuomi, the older boy who has always been there, and there's Kagetora, who she has an undeniable connection with, and he's waited for her all of these years. Usa is kind of your typical naive lead who obviously is indecisive and jumps to some ridiculous conclusions, but so far that has been balanced on more of the charming side for me rather than being annoying. I'm really invested in all 3 of them. With just 1 volume, I already care about them and want them to be happy, so I'm hoping that no matter who she ends up with, the other will get a good ending too. I can't wait to see what happens next. Please do not spoil it for me.